Do you feel the vibes?
Alright, let me get something straight. I love this series. Whether you love this series or you hate it, you cannot deny that the King's Quest series, has made a gigantic impact on all PC games everywhere. I love these games. And that's why today I'm going to be counting down the top 9 of these games. I do have one rule. I will not be counting Silver Lining, only because even though it's a great game, it is technically fan-made, and this is the official Sierra or AGD Interactive versions of the games, so no Silver Lining, as much as I like it. I'm just going to be excluding it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started with the top 9 King's Quest games. Number 9, King's Quest 7. King's Quest 7. The major letdown of the series. The only game in the series that I dislike. As you can see from the graphics of this game.
My daughter! Rosella! Where are you?
It's not King's Quest. It's a Disney-style game with King's Quest slapped on it.
Blast! What is this place? Where is my Rosella?
Please.
My child!
Shut up, Queen Villainies. The worst game in the series by far, King's Quest 7. Horrible animation, just a horrible game in general. And as a King's Quest fan, I'm sad to see this game. It's not King's Quest. It's just not good. This is the only King's Quest game that I dislike. It's an okay game in general, but I mean, just the fact that they put King's Quest on this is so disappointing. It's just, I don't know. I was just very disappointed by this game, and that's why I am considering it the worst game in this series. Not much else to say about it. So let's move on to the next one. Now, just a little disclaimer, this next one I technically have not played, but I have seen enough footage of it that I've given an opinion for it. So, without further ado, number 8 is... At number 8, we have King's Quest 8, Mask of Eternity. This one was okay. A lot of people hate it, but I haven't actually played it. It looks alright. I mean, it doesn't look horrible. I mean, sure, you don't play as King Graham or anyone you've ever known. It's full 3D, and the King Graham character we see is not King Graham at all, but it was still alright. Definitely a black sheep of the series, though. But there's not much to say about this one, since I have never technically played it. So, we're just gonna skip right to number 7. At number 7, we have King's Quest 9, the new one. Yeah, the new one. King's Quest 9, or the new King's Quest. Oh, it's good. It was a pretty good game. It was released last year. One of my only problems with it is that it is a remake. It is not a sequel. But it was still good. Cause, like, as you can see here, it's got classic King Graham. Even though he wears a cape now for some reason. But it's a good game. I just wish it was a sequel and not a remake. Because, like, they changed some things up that kind of make me angry. But, that's okay. So, you know, this game is very good, and that's why it is number 7. So let's move on to number 6. At number 6, we have King's Quest 5. Absence makes the heart go yonder. Released in 1990, this was the first King's Quest game that was a pointer click. As you can see here, you know, like you can point around and click and that's how you would move. And as you'll see later, that's not how things started. And it also featured voice acting. Shut up. That's your Owl Cedric. He's really annoying. Now, this game is good, but the reason it's number 6 is because I could never figure out what to do in it. Like, as you can see, my score right now is 0 to 260. It has stayed that way for all the years I've played this game. I can never figure out what to do in this game. And it's the only one that I've never been able to do anything in. But I still respect it, and I've seen some footage of people actually like playing it, and it looks good. So it was good, but it's definitely not my favorite because it's very confusing to me. And yeah, but anyways, let's move on to number 5. At number 5, we've got King's Quest 6. Aired today, gone tomorrow. Now I know what you guys are all thinking. What the heck? King's Quest 6 is the best one! I'm gonna frickin' unsubscribe to you, you little piece of poop. Well, if you're thinking that, then you're strong opinionated, but also
Alexander put a box.
Guys, this is my opinion. This is actually the one
Alexander
that I haven't played till recently, because this one I was never able to get on my PC until like maybe a month ago. No, less than a month ago, a couple of weeks ago even. But I've played it, and yeah, it's good. Kind of like King's Quest 5, it is a little confusing. But that's alright. It still works. A lot of people love this game. And I can understand why you guys love it all. But I don't know. It's just also, I get very confused with the icons, because like the eye icon is supposed to be here and the hand icon here, and that kind of always slips me up. But that's okay. Minor nitpicky things. But I still really like this game, but I just like the other 4 on this list a lot better. So let's move on to number 4. At number 4, we have King's Quest 4. King's Quest 4 was released in 1988. The Pearl is subtitled The Pearls of Rosella, and this was the first one to feature female protagonist. Now, as you can see, there is no pointer click bar. So, how do you do stuff, you may ask? Well, basically, you do it yourself. And what I mean by you do it yourself is you gotta type things in. That wouldn't accomplish anything. So you gotta type in what you want to do. And this was the concept for the first 4 games. So this was actually the last King's Quest game to feature typing. But this game was really fun. A lot of people really liked this one. This was the one that my family always played the most. It was also very, how do I say this, fairy tale based. There was a lot more fairy tale-ish content in this one. Why? I don't know why, but it's true. There's a lot more fairy tale content, and overall this game was a very good game, and I would definitely recommend it if you can find it, because, I mean, this one is really hard to find. Because this one they never made a remake to, so, you know, that complicates some things. because you gotta get DOSBox and all that crap. But yeah, so if you don't mind the fact that there's no remake or anything, and you have to type everything, then you will like this game. And I really like this game too. So, let's move on to number 3. Number 3, King's Quest 3. To Err is Human. This is, such annoying music. Okay, yeah, so, King's Quest 3. This was the original King's Quest 3. Shut up. This music is horrible. So, this was the original version, but the version I'm gonna be showing is this one. This one is a remake of the one that I just showed you a minute ago. This one is point or click. It is made by the same people as, the King's Quest 1 that I played on camera. And, let me just say, these guys are awesome. AGD Interactive. If you've never played a game by them, you need to. They just make amazing games. They make amazing remakes of games. Because compare, like, the first version of this to this version.
The room.
It's just...
You are not the room.
It's just great.
You are not...
And I really want to pick up that cat, because, like, I know you can.
You are not close enough.
So I gotta get really close to the cat to pick him up. But yeah, these guys make amazing games. So this was the first one that you do not play as King Graham.
The room. You are not.
King Graham is the king, if you didn't know. And this one was different because it had a time mechanic, as you can see up there. And you actually play as a character named Gwydion, which later you find out to be King Graham's son. And if you haven't seen the ending of this game, it is epic. The kingdom of Daventry is in ruins. Graham's daughter is kept hostage by a dragon. It's just epic. And if you haven't seen the ending to this game, or even any of this game, you need to see it. It is just epic. It's an epic journey from beginning to end. And you just need to play this one. It's one of the best. I like all these games equally, except for 7, pretty much. But the original 3 games, the first trilogy, is the best.
The wizard.
What do you want, Mananan? So the first trilogy is the best, and if you can, definitely get the AGD Interactive version. Now, they also made... Infamous Adventures also made another version of this game, but I don't happen to have it with me, so I'm not going to show it off. This is the Redux edition. So, alright guys, that is number 3. So let's move on to number 2. Number 2, the original King's Quest. The one that started it all. Released in 1982, I believe. This game made a huge impact on PC games everywhere. Now again, this was the original, and again, I am going to be doing the AGD remake, which is this version. And again, this is made by the same people who made the remake of King's Quest 3 that I just showed earlier. And we're playing as King Graham. And this was the first one I ever played, because, you know, it's the first one. And as you can see, it's point or click. I think it was designed on the same engine as King's Quest 5, actually, because, like, graphically, they look pretty much identical. But this is the remake of it. They also made another remake, but I don't have it, so I'm not gonna bother showing it off. But so this was the remake. The other one you saw was the original. The original was pretty hard. So, yeah. But again, definitely check these guys out, and this is number 2 on my list. Now moving on to number 1. Number 1, King's Quest 2. Alright, so this is again the original. And, you know, the original was okay. You know, it wasn't bad. But no, that's not the one we're talking about. We're talking about the AGD remake of King's Quest 2. Oh,
A day.
man. Holy crap, is this game amazing. This was my favorite game when I was like 5, and it's still one of my favorites today. King's Quest 2 was just amazing. There was so much to do in it, and just the story was great, and it was challenging at the same time. I've actually beaten this one, but I've never 100%ed it. This game is just amazing, and if you haven't played it, you need to play it. This is one of my favorite games of all time, and it truly lives up to the name, King's Quest. So there you guys have it. That is my top 9 King's Quest games. This series is amazing, and I love it a ton. Now, if you're wondering where Silver Lining would go in the list, it would probably be about in the middle. It would have been number 3, except for the fact that I found out it's basically just a copy of King's Quest 6. But these games have impacted PC games everywhere, and I'm so glad that they're around to play today. So, this has been Mr. Daddykins, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!